What a
Well, then.
bore. Even to the point of refusing to shake our hands.
Which means that we can
Watson gets
avoid
hung
having
up
to
on the
wash
little
them.
things.
Did you notice the crumbs on his jacket? He had just finished eating, and his hands will be covered in grease, the same as his mouth.
Slovenly habits. That's quite disgusting, Holmes.
Do not be deceived, Watson. The workmanship in those tailor-made clothes indicate that he is a man who takes pride in his appearance. If Farley has left without brushing off his jacket or washing his hands, then it is because he spotted our approach and wished to avoid us at all costs.
Oh,
But why?
snaps.
We will find out by searching his office.
The secretary will stop you. Please reassure me, Holmes, you don't intend upon knocking her out?
Only if
We can only
exhaust
hope,
every other
Watson.
viable alternative.
Oops.
This is an
Can I take that? No.
The secretary is occupied in sending a telegram via their electric telegraph. Farley asked that she should do so before he left.
How do
We
you
must
know
find
that?
a way of interrupting the transmission, which will oblige her to go to the telegraph office in Kensington. It will take her some time to get there, and if we add on the time it takes to send the telegram and then return here, we should have ample time to search the office without being disturbed.
I suppose it's unnecessary to point out the illegality of this search?
I'm afraid so.
Well, good. It's that electric box.
Closed. I need a tool.
What about the hanger? Ah, yes.
This hanger has a large iron hook.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
I can hear an electrical humming. The secretary is using the electricity supplied by this switch. Let us see if I can cause a short circuit.
Cause a short circuit. By doing what?
There we are. It is
Cool.
simplicity itself.
Did it.
Oh, that's just too bad.
Get out quickly, Watson. I'm
Oh,
going to hide
rats,
here.
fiddlesticks, and such. Oh, good, they hid. I was gonna say, you guys
The
are
way is
being
clear.
ob to the max. Okay. Oh, to explain, like, if you didn't notice what I was doing, it was that, they wanted the electricity to go to the 2 in the top from the one. What was that? What in the butt was that? It's okay. Let's search his office.
Let's go, Watson.
Yes. Oh, what achievement did I get? Tell me.
A page of this notebook has been torn out. We can only see the title in shorthand and today's date. It's a message that the secretary must send urgently. I'm going to recopy it.
You can read shorthand? You never cease to amaze me. Were you a secretary before becoming the great...
Perhaps. But no, a man must have his secrets.
Notes on the investigation into Sherlock Holmes to all his colleagues after the visit from... ...
A makeup case with a good brush.
Oh, we have to get something to put on that.
The ribbon is missing from this machine.
Oops. My mom knows shorthand, and I'm super jelly. I wish that I knew
The
shorthand.
secretary has just changed the typewriter ribbon. There are smudges of dark blue ink.
But my mom's kind of a
Here is
baller,
Farley's
so...
secretary's telegram. Nothing special here.
Okay. There's a pacture. Some other stuffs. Let's walk about his room.
This ashtray is worth examining.
Can I take the
This
ashes?
ash comes from an ordinary... The cigar end is still hot. This cigar is of a fine quality. It must be very expensive and difficult to obtain.
And it is not even finished.
What a waste.
Farley was not alone when we arrived at his secretary.
Oh, because he smokes cigarettes.
You're thinking of the owner of the cigar.
Yes, the reporter smoked ordinary cigarettes. Can you smell the subtle scent of gingerbread? That is the characteristic odor of a Habano Clarissimo. Our mysterious visitor is a rich man, Watson. This category of Havanas is exorbitant, and I cannot imagine a cigar lover crushing out such a marvelous smoke before finishing it.
Unless they rich
Since
as
we
butts.
saw no one leaving the building, that must point to a secret exit somewhere.
How are we going to find it?
By retracing Farley's steps from the moment before we arrived. Look, this room is teeming with clues.
Oh, okay. Let's hold on, guys. Have to look at everything
This
else.
armchair is out of place.
Oop.
This book has fallen down from the shelf.
Oh, it's my
The
book.
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. My word, it's my stories about your investigations.
A real
Word up.
investigative reporter must have read them, my dear Watson. My adventures have fallen from this shelf.
Okay. I will call on you this morning. Destroy this letter. Receive it urgently. Your revelations regarding our man's true schemes are incredibly surprising. A Machiavellianism of the sort.
This paper only just escaped the flames.
But who is this note about?
Me.
And who wrote it?
Everything's
I will
about
deal
me,
with it later.
Watson. Have you not realized?
Someone closed the curtain, as though he wanted to maintain his privacy. Our man left his sandwich unfinished.
Oh, a sandwich sounds amazing. Why would he do that?
Judging from all the notes on the board, our reporter is an assiduous and organized worker.
News in brief. The convent of St. Anthony and the town of on the Isle of Anglesey, Wales, was on the scene of a macabre discovery last Sunday. Upon the villagers' arrival at the convent with their arms laden with provisions for the nuns in honor of St. Anthony, patron saint of butchers and good meat, it would seem that it already was too late, and the temptation by the aforementioned saint struck brutally within the holy place upon this fateful day. The convent's 16 nuns apparently succumbed to a collective strain of madness, which resulted in their horrifically devouring one another. The lifeless bodies were found in the canteen, around what appears to have been their last meal, a clear vegetable soup. A member of the episcopacy who wished to remain anonymous informed us that sometimes such atrocities do strike such places where women dwell together, as women, due to the complexities of their nature, are less able to cope with the imposed asceticism that precedes St. Anthony's Day. It must be said that it was not necessary, for just one more day and this drama would have most probably never have happened. The relic of a sausage offered to St. Anthony by an angel, found in 987 during the Third Crusade and brought back from Constantinople, remains untouched, a sign that the nuns, even in their madness, were able to remain respectful towards the Lord. This member of the higher religious authorities told us. That
Here's
is
what is
dumb.
strange, an attack of collective insanity.
They didn't eat the sausage because they knew their faith was strong. So instead they ate each other. That is insane. Mystery surrounds the body drowned in the Thames. The body of a man discovered yesterday morning upon the banks of the Thames still remains a mystery. An autopsy has revealed that the amount of water in the victim's lungs confirms the man's death by drowning. However, the many gaping wounds upon his body point to a savage aggression before death. For the moment, no explanation has been provided by the authorities. The victim was able to be identified. The man, a 53-year-old bargeman, was already known to the law, where his name has appeared in the proceedings relating to the breach of legislation in different merchandise trafficking affairs, principally in the cereal market. The latest charge dates back several days. The court was prosecuting the deceased for destruction and degradation of goods, namely a vast quantity of wheat. The shortages raged in London would not have encouraged the judge to lean toward leniency if this horrifying death had not interrupted the proceedings. Wow.
A horrible story, and rather a strange one.
True dat. Is that the prince? Oh, I can take that. That is a hilarious picture.
A photograph of Prince Woodville.
It's like when people take
Farley is
screenshots of The
evidently
Sims
also
and then put like a
interested in this
filter on it.
affair.
They're like, no, these are my Sims. These are my Sims and they're artistic. Okay. Keys. Take them.
A bunch of keys.
Yeah, that's what I
telephone,
thought.
A technological marvel.
Holmes, this number seems very familiar.
1313.
but let us
Can
dive
you
to be
imagine if
sure.
numbers were still that small?
Miss,
That would be incredible.
get me 1313, please. It is Scotland Yard, of course. I'm beginning to understand.
Lucky you.
Lucky you.
This cabinet
You butthole.
has a lot of drawers, each marked with a letter. There is surely a great deal of information in them.
But we can't open all of them.
All right. What are these keys to? That's what I want to know.
The key is still in the lock.
Okay. Oh, that went on the deduction board. Oh, that's right. Oh gosh, I totally forgot about this. This.
I must look more attentively.
What I have to... I can see that there...
I can make out the marks.
I
There we go.
understand what you...
Oh. Holmes follow-up.
I can see what has
Oh.
been written. Please write it down.
Very well, Holmes.
Proofs of guiltiness. Followed Holmes. Prepare elements bio, D through F. Alright. Oops. Let's go look in those drawers. Shoopada-shoopada-shoopada-bop. Shoopada-shoopada-shoopada-bop.
I wonder which drawer.
This
The
one.
DF drawer. Of course. The one in the message that we deciphered from the secretary's desk blotter. Closed.
Oh.
The DF. There are a lot of cards. How to find the right one? I can't do that.
Oh. Is this it?
These blue stains come from an
Yeah.
old typewriter ribbon. This card has been removed recently.
Prince Woodville, closely related to the royal family, recently permitted to legally use the title of prince after an investigation by a committee of experts and representatives of the royal line. Highly regarded amongst the common people, involved in charitable and philanthropic actions, distribution of soup to the needy in the Whitechapel area, financing a campaign for medical treatment, and distribution of blankets. He describes himself as popular, but his critics prefer the term populist. Intelligent and cultivated, but some abrupt changes of mood have been observed when replying to journalists' tactless questions.
This card has got grease marks on it. The reporter made them. Apparently, he's making inquiries about Prince Woodville, too.
But where do you come into all this? Look, if we pull the curtain a little, we can see out into the street.
Yes, he was probably there when he saw us. He was probably there when he saw us, Watson. Oh, okay. So let's look at this. Oh. I'm like, where's the deduction board, guys? Is that all of the spots filled in now? Okay. So... the armchair is in the wrong place. The journalist sat in this armchair. The journalist pushed the armchair when he ran. The journalist's visitor sat in this armchair. The journalist moved the armchair to get something from underneath it. The journalist pushed the armchair when he heard the doorbell. The journalist pushed the armchair as a means of protection. Where was the cigar? Is it... would he have... which chair would he have been in? I'll save this for now. Looked out of the window and saw Holmes, stood with his back to the window, didn't look out of the window, wanted to let more light into the room. The journalist was waiting for the cab near the window, took a file from the cupboard. I think he saw us. Journalist wanted to get rid of this paper, dropped this paper into the fire by accident. This paper has nothing to do with the journalist. The journalist deliberately threw this paper into the fire. The journalist wanted to light a fire in the fireplace. The journalist threw this paper into the fire without making sure that it had burned entirely. Journalist wanted to give this book to his visitor. The journalist wanted to draw attention to the book. The book is not from the bookcase. The journalist needed some information from the book. The journalist accidentally dropped a book from the bookcase. Hiding a compromising photo in this book. Wanted to give the book to the visitor. Needed some information from the book. Are these gonna wind up needing to be in, like... Oh. So that's right? Is that what that's telling me? Okay, so the door is part of it. Ah, there's a bug in my face! Get out of my face, bug! Ah! Okay. Key is still in the lock on the inside of the door. Secretary put the key in the lock. Journalist didn't close the door. Closed the door and left the key in the lock. Wanted to make sure the door was closed. Saw a shadow under the door. Forgot to lock the door. I assume... I assume that's what... Journalist smoked a cigar and a cigarette at the same time. Cigar has been there for a long time. Visitor smoked a cigar and sat opposite the journalist. Journalist left the cigar to cover a woman's perfume. The journalist likes the smell of cigars. Oh. Wait, okay, so what's the missing part? What are we not doing? Oh, this? There are 2 3s, is the problem. But it looks like this is probably right. Journalist sat in the armchair. Pushed the armchair. Sat in this armchair. Okay, so that's
Farley
it.
consulted
We
a
did
card while he ate, which was given to him by his secretary just before she changed the ribbon on her typewriter. The reporter's greasy fingerprints are all over the card. When he went to file it away, he glanced automatically out of the window and saw us in the street.
He closed the filing cabinet and rushed to lock his office door. In his haste, he pushed his chair aside, but didn't think to return it to its place.
Precisely. He then hurried to tell his visitor of our arrival and showed him the way out. He then threw a piece of paper into the fireplace.
But we still don't know how the cigar-smoking visitor departed.
What about
The
the book?
answer lies in the direction
There's
the
a
reporter
secret
took,
door
Watson.
somewhere.
At a certain moment, he would have been in a place where he had no logical reason to be. Look at our deduction board, and then let us go to the place where the reporter should not be. Perfect.
Okay. So let's walk back over her.
Yes, Watson. In his haste, Farley dropped this book, taking it from the shelf.
Let's search this place.
Oh god, what is
There's a
that?
control box built into the filing cabinet.
Every time I
This
know there's
box
going to be a
must
puzzle, I
open the
instantly
secret
feel
door.
anxiety.
We
Like,
don't know
am
the
I going to be
combination,
smart?
Holmes.
The answer is perhaps within the question, my dear fellow.
So we can change the red ones, we can't change these ones. +6. Or is that a 4, 6? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, obviously it's 16. I don't know what I'm doing. D. I guess we just do the same thing, right? D, E, F, G, H, I, J. K, L, M, N, O, P.
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Cool, that was easy.
Let us go and look at this secret exit, Watson.
There's a hat!